Nako, heto po mga kaubayan, BP Sara panalo, Luestro Iaka. Good news ngayon, Attorney Sheila Sison na sinuplak si Luestro. Dilima hindi makasagot na tamime. Ayan mga kaubayan patungkol po riyan. Ang ating alamin sa video ito, pero bago po natin simulan yan mga kabayan, palike naman po ng video ito, malaking tulong po yan. Maraming salamat po. At eto nga, bago po natin i-play yung video, eto pasadahan po muna natin itong mga nagte-trending na mga balita dito po sa social media. At eto nga, no? Ito po yung balita mula sa GMA News. Nako, prosecution 62 trial dates. Samantalang ang depensa as for 30 days lang po mga kababayan. Ayan, akala ko ba naman itong si Luestro, ang kampo ni Luestro ay prepared mga kababayan, di ba? Pinagmamalaki nila. O kasi nung ibinalita po na kinain ng buhay, okay, si Jinky Luestro ah, sa pre-trial. Sabi nila hindi, we are not, hindi naman kami kinain ng buhay, we are prepared, sabi niya. Eh bakit ganito? Hindi pa ba kumpleto yung mga script ninyo? Di ba? Eh ano, bakit 62 trial dates ang gusto ninyo? At napakatagal naman po niyan mga kaubayan. Di ba? Oh. Ito po ay nagpapakita lamang mga kaubayan no, na hindi po solid ang kanilang ebidensya at maybe gumagawa pa sila ng mga script. Di ba? Oh, pero dito po sa depensa, 30 days lang para ayos na. 'Di ba? Kung impeach niyo si BP Sara o within 30 days, 'di ba? Bakit kailangan niyo ng 32 days? 'Di ba? 30 days okay na 'yan mga kababayan para malaman na ng taong bayan kung i-impeach ninyo or hindi mai-impeach, 'di ba? Oo. Yun nga pong naiisip ko mga kababayan, hindi pa kompleto yung script ng mga hinayupak na ito. 'Di ba? O ito sabi po ng ating mga kababayan dito. Ah, nakapag-shoot kayo ng video tapos nag-request kayo ng 62 days? Hahaha. Oo nga mayroon pa silang mayroon pang teaser, no? Teaser video mga kaubayan. Ay, gusto ko sanang ipakita yun dito kaso wag na lang. Ang papangit naman nila mga kaubayan. Buy time strategy. Ayan. Akala ko ba nagmamadali kayo? Ba't pinatatagal? Hahaha. Di na ba kaya? Kasi nga na kinain na sila ng buhay mga kaubayan. At sino ngayon ang nagpapa-delay? Oh, kita niyo na 'yan. Sabi niyo noon na mag-hearing na, i-impeach si BP Sara. Huwag niyong i-delay. Ngayon kayo na naman ang nagde-delay, di ba? Another fishing expedition, malamang mga kaubayan, no? Anyway, ano pong masasabi niyo diyan? Just comment down below mga karibin natin at eto, bago po natin i-play yung video, gusto ko lang pong i-share itong post ni ex-congressman Kiko Barsaga mga kaubayan. Sabi po dito, no, it is very relevant mga kaubayan kasi may nangyaring uh, shooting incident no dito po sa Tacloban City mga kaubayan. Sabi po dito ni Congressman Kiko Barsaga, mga batang adik noon, school shooters ngayon, aba, kailangan talaga ng bansa natin ng war on drugs, mga kapalapakan po natin, no? At yun po ang wala sa ating gobyerno, mga kababayan. War on illegal drugs, mga karibin natin, no? Tinanggal nila eh. Oh. Ay gusto nila ng yung ang tawag sa nila ngayon, yung matahimik lang, no? May tawag sila diyan eh, may uplan-uplan sila ganyan eh, di ba? Anyway. So, I really agree. Iwan ko lang kayo kung agree kayo dito sa sinasabi ni Congressman Kiko Barsaga. Pero napakalaki po talaga ng tulong in terms of safety, discipline, no, ng isang Pilipino, lalo na yung mga bata, pagdating po dito sa war on illegal drugs, mga kabayan. Kasi nadidisiplina po sila eh. No? At siyempre, may takot, di ba? May takot sila na gumawa ng mga masasamang kasi may nai-examplean eh. Yung mga example, mga rin naman, mga kriminal, di ba? That's why, yung mga bata, kung ano kasi yung nakikita nila, yun din ang ginagawa nila eh. Di ba? For example, noon, di ba? nakikita nilang ganito, bawal ang ganito kasi magugurgur ka. Hindi sila pumapasok sa isang bagay na ikasasama nila mga kababayan. Pero ngayon, nakikita nila, ganito pala yung ano natin eh, di ba? Ganito na rin tayo. Pare-parehas lang naman tayo eh. Kung siya nga, naka, naging official ng ating gobyerno eh, no? Tayo rin, makakalusot tayo, di ba? Sasabihin lang yan, mga kababayan. Ay, nako. Gusto ko talaga maibalik yung war on drugs, mga kababayan eh. Sana po maibalik yan, mga kababayan, para malaking tulong, no? Sabi po dito ng ating mga kababayan, true. Yes to war on drugs, Jude. Sabi po ni Evan Ward, no? Sabi po ni Tina, tama, we need Duterte again. Ayan, sabi po ni Chester, baka daw mauna kasi siya mahuli. Ayun lang, di ba? Marami pong nag-agree dito kaya Senator Kiko, Congressman Kiko Barsaga, mga kababayan. Sabi pa ni Marcia, louder ko. You know what, wala namang walang comments na hindi ka mag-agree dito sa war on illegal drugs, mga kababayan. Kasi napakaganda po ng yan, napakaganda po ng naidudulot sa ating community, di ba? Yung magagalit lang dyan, mga kababayan, ay alams na natin, di ba? Maybe you're involved or you're one of them. Yun lang yung mga magagalit dyan. Pero yung mga law-abiding citizens, no, hindi po magagalit dyan. That is a very good policy, no, mga kababayan. Anyway, ano po ang inyong masasabi dyan? Just comment down below. At ito na nga, pasadahan na po natin to. Tameme sila lahat dito kay Attorney Sheila Sison. Pasok.
What's important for us to understand at this point is that a mere presentation of supposed evidence before a committee that is not authorized to conduct trial does not really amount to proof. And the reason for that is really simple. It's because every evidence, whether it's something that you present in an ordinary case or in this case in an impeachment proceeding, must still survive scrutiny. And when does that happen? When does scrutiny happen? It happens only in a proper trial before a tribunal or a body that has jurisdiction to conduct trial. And that is something that the defense has been very clear from the very start. The reason why we had already stated that we will not be able to participate in a proceeding that we think is unconstitutional and goes beyond the powers that have clearly been identified by the Constitution to belong not in the House of Representatives or any of its committees, but in the Senate alone. While I respect the opinion of Representative Abante, I think he also knows, I'm certain that he is aware, na ang tamang venue o ang tamang panahon para mag-conduct ng trial o para sagutin at magbigay kami ng ang ebidensya, ang Vice Presidente, ay hindi sa Committee on Justice. Ito ay before the impeachment court. Ibig sabihin sa Senado. Hindi naman ito I think this is something important that we all need to understand. Hindi maaari na sinasabi lang natin, dapat dito kayo sa komite, dito kayo sa komite. Kasi kailangan lang natin basahin ng konstitusyon. Sino ba ang impeachment court? Ito ba ang Committee on Justice? Hindi. Ito ba ang House of Representatives? Hindi rin. So sino? According to the Constitution, ang impeachment court, if that even will be constituted, ay ang Senado. So, ang ibig kong sabihin, the defense and the Vice President are ready to respond in detail, again, before the proper forum, and during a fair trial.
If you have taken note of the past statements by members of the committee, and this is not even something that we said or stated, the term mini-trial did not come from the defense. The term mini-trial came from members of the committee. And in fact, you only have to look probably in the internet or search them yourselves to know that there have been statements to this effect that what the committee will do is sort of a mini trial. And so our response to that is, given that the Constitution only vests the power and authority to conduct trial in the Senate, then the House of Representatives or any of its committees cannot do that. And I think this is very clear also in the Duterte ruling, both in the 2025 and 2026 decisions of the Supreme Court, that constitutional parameters with respect to the conduct of the entire impeachment proceedings should always be complied with, especially given that it's not only a purely political proceeding, it is also a legal proceeding, and therefore must comply with the fundamental law. And what is our fundamental law? Our fundamental law is the Constitution. You don't even have to write it in any contracts or agreements or any rules. It's written in every rules, in every contract. That's how fundamental the objection of the respondent is to the committee proceedings.
Good afternoon, Attorney Joseph Veteran po from Manila Politico. In asserting the unconstitutionality of the House jurisdiction over the impeachment complaint, what are we trying to achieve here po ba? Are we trying to stop the House hearing? Or have we made any legal move na ipahinto to? Or it's just a mere position ng defense team?
Well, for now, that's really the position of the defense team na unconstitutional yung nangyaring proceedings, di ba? Ngayon, ang tinitingnan natin, ang sinasabi talaga natin dito, just to simplify things, sa Constitution, very clear naman yung nakasulat. No? Number one, ang initiation ng impeachment proceedings that belongs to the House. That's an exclusive power of the House. We're not contesting that. No? But, pagdating sa trial, that power exclusively belongs to the Senate. Napaka-clear niyan. Kaya ang sinasabi lang namin dito is hindi naman pwede, dito sa pag-initiate pa lang ng proceedings, nagkakaroon na ng tinatawag ka namin na mini-trial. At again, kaklaruhin ko lang, yung i-emphasize ko lang yung nasabi na ni Atty. Sheila, hindi po sa amin ang galing yung term na mini-trial. Yan po ay galing sa mga statements, no, ng either Committee on Justice or even other personalities. So hindi po sa amin ang galing yan. That's why we're contesting it. Ngayon, ano ba ang trabaho para sa amin ng Committee on Justice? At least sa aming pananaw. And again, with all due respect, no, to the members of the committee and the committee itself. Ang trabaho po ay to determine, sabi nga nila, kung ito ay iaakyat na sa plenaryo at iaakyat na eventually sa Senado, hindi ba? So ang parati namin sinasabi, kahit sa previous interviews ko, ang gagawin lang naman is to evaluate the complaints and the evidence at hand. No? Kung ano yung mga naka-attach na ebidensya doon sa complaint. So yung pagpapatawag ng mga witnesses and all those things and asking for documents, that goes well and beyond, di ba? Yung evaluation lang kung ito ay dapat mapunta na sa plenaryo at nang sa ganun ay maiakat na sa Senado. So sa ngayon, are we going to question this? Kasi I think that was your question talaga. Of course, that possibility is always there, hindi ba? But hindi po na kami magsasabi ng anything categorical. Ito ay dapat pag-usapan, hindi lang namin, pero pati na ng aming kliyente. At titingnan natin kung anong mangyari. That's why we have been monitoring these proceedings from day one. And then we'll let you know kung meron na kaming desisyon ukol doon.
So, sir, follow-up na lang. Since you are acknowledging that the House of Representatives can initiate the impeachment trial, the impeachment proceedings or whatever, bakit dun po sa process na yun, we're not attending doon sa mga invitations ng House of Representatives? And follow-up is, are we surely attending the Senate hearing once it prospers, the case prospers?
Number one, dun sa tanong niyo po, it's not just we're acknowledging, no, that's clearly stated naman in the Constitution na sila talaga ang may exclusive power to initiate impeachment proceedings. Why are we not attending? I think it was clearly stated in our letter. It's because we are objecting there's a fundamental objection to the proceedings itself, because for us, this goes well and beyond what is contemplated within initiation of impeachment proceedings. As to the Senate, wala pa tayo doon, no? Pero pag dumating man doon, talaga namang kami naman ready na sagutin. Parati naman natin sinasabi, ready nating sagutin ang mga alegasyon laban sa Vice Presidente sa tamang forum. And at sa atin, pagdating sa pagkakaroon ng trial, whether mini trial or full-blown trial, that is not in the House, but that's actually in the Senate. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Kanina po ay naglabas ng statement si Vice President Sara Duterte at sinabi kanya na ang gagawin na pagdinig o ang isinagawang pagdinig kanina ay isang fishing expedition. Pwede po ba natin ipaliwanag ito bakit ito nasabi ng isip?
Well, again, I have to premise my answer with I'm no longer the spokesperson of the Vice President. So napakahirap naman na maglagay ng salita, no? Mag-interpret ng kanyang mga sinasabi. But at least based on our conversations, nakikita naman natin, yun naman talagang posisyon natin when you evaluate these impeachment complaints. The evaluation must solely remain with the complaints and pieces of evidence attached, hindi ba? Ngayon, if you will go beyond the evidence attached and start asking for documents left and right, when our first argument nga, kung matatandaan nyo, is wala man lang ultimate facts yung complaints, no? And then yung mga naka-attach na ebidensya, wala rin naman doon na nagsasabing o nagpapatunay na may krimen na kaagad na nangyari. And so if you go beyond that, that is what we're saying na fishing expedition, no? Malamang yun na rin ang pinaparating ng ating Vice Presidente. Pangalawa, katulad ng mga issue na inilabas sa kanyang salin, doon sa desisyon ng Supreme Court sa Duterte versus House of Representatives, malinaw na nakasaad doon na ang impeachable offense ay yung mga offense na allegedly na-commit ng impeachable official within his or her term. At malinaw naman doon sa pinakita na karamihan doon sa hininging documents ay not within his or her, within the term of the Vice President in this case, no? So, marahil doon nanggagaling ang ating Vice Presidente.
Good afternoon po, Ed Mendoza from the Manila Times. I'd just like to note lang po yung mga subpoenas regarding kay doon sa subpoenas regarding Versailles. Congressman Busutbiga said na it's a form of fishing expedition. That's why he objected to the motion raised by the panel. Pero sa tingin niyo po ba, pwede ba muna natin sabihin na natin ma-control nito or prevent itong pag-control ng mga salay? Kasi yun nga, as Lucas Rodriguez nga, sa legal expert, saying na it's a fishing expedition. And baka mapunta ito sa nangyari sa Corona impeachment trial na yung fishing expedition. So, what's your take po doon sa mga sabina sa salay ni VP? And pati na rin yung mga bank records na rin kay VP and kay Atty. Max Carpio.
All right. I think I've made this clear, and I also, again, say that if the objection of the respondent goes into the matter of jurisdiction, meaning does the committee have any power or authority to conduct a mini trial or whatever it is that they will call it, including the examination and cross-examination of witnesses, issuance of compulsory processes for the introduction, reception, and examination of evidence. Our position has been made clear in the letter. That authority and all the incidents of that authority should only be exercised by the Senate. Because why? Again, we go back under Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 6. It's only the Senate that can conduct trial, that can examine witnesses, that can cross-examine witnesses, that can issue subpoena for the production of evidence. In fact, if someone here earlier asked, this is akin to a preliminary investigation. You know, under the current rules of preliminary investigation and inquest proceedings, even the matter of deciding or resolving the complaint is only limited to the complaint and the counter affidavits of the respondent and other affidavits and the evidence at hand. Nothing beyond evidence at hand.
So yan mga kaubayan, ano po ang inyong masasabi dyan? Nako, napakatatalino naman ng mga defense attorney, no? Defense team ni Vice President Sara Duterte. Ayan mga kaubayan, just comment down below ano man po ang inyong opinion at syempre huwag pong kalimutang i-like at i-subscribe mga kaubayan ang video nito. Malaking tulong po yan. Maraming salamat po.